Now to the latest on President Trump and who he might pardon before he leaves office. We're learning more about a federal investigation into a possible effort to obtain pardons illegally. This as the president weighs granting preemptive pardons to members of his inner circle, potentially members of his own family. Senior White House correspondent, you see her there, Cecilia Vega, has that story for us. Good morning, Cecilia.
Hey, Robin, good morning to you. So let's just break down crystal clear what's being considered here. We're talking about pardons being issued before the president leaves office for people who've not even been charged with the crime. Legal experts say that is allowed. What is unprecedented here is this potential for a conflict of interest, a preemptive get out of jail free card before a crime has even been committed, possibly for friends, family, even the president himself. Overnight, newly unsealed court documents revealing the Department of Justice is investigating an alleged bribery scheme, accusing lobbyists of attempting to shake down senior White House officials in exchange for a presidential pardon. The heavily redacted files don't reveal the identities of any potential suspects or the would-be recipient of the pardon, but according to the Justice Department, no government officials were or are currently the target of the probe. On Twitter, President Trump calling the pardon investigation announced by his own officials fake news. This as ABC News has learned there is a full-blown push to convince President Trump he should preemptively pardon close advisors, members of his family, and even himself before leaving office. Among the names the president has discussed behind the scenes, the oldest three of his 5 children, Don Jr., Eric, and Ivanka, as well as his son-in-law, Jared Kushner. According to multiple sources, the president's allies see pardons as an insurance policy against potential investigations by the incoming Biden administration. But sources say President Trump is not fully sold on the idea, hence the public campaign from Fox News host and presidential confidant Sean Hannity.
I'm like, the president out the door needs to pardon his whole family and himself because they want this witch hunt to go on in perpetuity. They're so full of rage and insanity against the president.
Sources tell ABC News the president's lawyer, Rudy Giuliani, his most ardent and vocal defender of those baseless rigged election claims.
It's disgraceful what happened.
Is also among those who in recent weeks directly asked President Trump for a preemptive pardon, though Giuliani denies it. But perhaps the biggest controversy of all, a preemptive self-pardon. It's unclear whether the president even has the legal authority to do it, despite his claims.
I do have an absolute right to pardon myself.
Sources tell ABC News President Trump has yet to turn his full attention to this long list of pardon requests, including from the man known as Tiger King, the subject of the Netflix documentary currently serving a 22-year prison sentence for murder for hire and animal abuse. His legal team hopeful President Trump takes up their case.
Trump, we're asking you for presidential pardon request. We're asking for your signature to release Joe. He is absolutely innocent. You're the only one that can save him, period.
Now, the reality is that presidential pardons only work for federal crimes. They don't cover state or local charges. And some legal experts are saying that preemptive pardons might have to detail any alleged wrongdoing in full detail. And that's why, George, we're hearing from some in the president's inner circle who are warning that this could be seen as an admission of guilt.
Okay, Cecilia, thanks very much.
Well, hey there, GMA fans. Robin Roberts here. Thanks for checking out our YouTube channel. Lots of great stuff here. So go on, click the subscribe button right over here to get more of awesome videos and content from GMA every day, anytime. We thank you for watching, and we'll see you in the morning on GMA.